On my very first try, this trick slashed my number of takes from 15 down to just 2, and the second take was perfect. My entire recording and first cut editing process was reduced to 10% of what it was. So what is this technique? It's known as echo monitoring. Right now, I'm actually listening to my script through this earpiece. The trick is simple. You listen to your speech while you're recording, and I promise, as crazy as that sounds to even try, it made a game-changing difference in my videos. If you use a script, you look down, get ready for the next section or memorize the lines, look up, deliver, and if you slip up, do it again, and repeat for however many sections you have. I used to spend hours just splicing takes, removing silence, hunting for the right clip. It was the worst and most frustrating part of making videos. Now maybe you use a teleprompter, and I've used one before, but honestly, this not only works even better, but it solves more problems than you realize. Not only is it like a real-time cheat sheet for your videos, but it forces you to speak with clarity. I, for example, struggled so much with talking too fast, and this solved it. And it had this unplanned result of revolutionizing both my production and editing process. 1. The volume. Listen to the guide at a slightly louder volume than when you talk. This helps your brain lock onto the guide's pace and not your own. 2. Play around with different delays. For me, sometimes I was a few words behind the guide, sometimes more, sometimes less. Find the gap that feels natural for you to follow without it throwing you off. 3. Rehearsal. Say your script aloud once. Say it while you're looking at it and reading it on the screen, so that way your brain and mouth are primed for the words. That way when you actually do it, it feels familiar and not foreign. 4. Interject pauses. The tool on my website lets you do this easily, but you can also just use an existing tool out there and have it read out a sentence such as, "This is where a pause goes." For me, on my first run, I had a bug where it didn't pause and instead said pause-5. The amazing thing is, I was able to actually get to the end anyways without ever looking at my script. A quick note on tools. I wanted it to be one-click easy, so I built my own version using the professional Google Cloud service, and I offer access to it for my Patreon supporters. But honestly, the magic is in the method, not my specific tools. So any text-to-speech app can get you there. So will you try this awkward trick? Let me know in the comments down below if you did and how much time you think it saved you. And if you're finding this helpful, subscribe. I am sharing every tool and tactic I figure out on this YouTube journey with you. And you can also join me on my Patreon. And if you want to know how to remove the silent gaps out of your footage in one click, check out this video.